it's supposed to feel.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the channel for another episode of our Madden 23 Brooklyn Bulls expansion draft only franchise, where we have officially hit the middle episode of the season and the part of the season where we will start to preview draft positions, which is going to be the first thing that I want to do here in this episode. We will start, as we typically do, with the offensive line in this episode. Still, a position where I feel like we have at least a need, if not a couple. So still scouting that position. I mean, I always will. I always have my eye out for these athletic offensive linemen. Have not had much success thus far. Let's start this year's draft with Luke Flanagan here. Pretty big guy, 6'5", 330 pounds, 22 years old. In terms of athleticism, got the strength, but the speed and acceleration aren't exactly there. Looking here at his grades, it's going to be a good power player, it looks like, with B pass block power and A run block power. Finesse is going to need some work, but he's got some the high highs. Makes me think he can be a decent overall. Don't know, just with the limited athleticism and 22 years old, if I'm going to take him in the high to mid first round, though. Zach Bernard is a little bit younger, not quite as big. Maybe a little bit more athletic, as the acceleration's a little bit better, but very similar to the previous guy. This guy's, more of the finesse archetype. Injury and stamina both being C to F, bringing him down to 2 stars. Probably what keeps him from being drafted by me. Sean Fisher here at left guard, 21 years old, 6'4", 341. This is a big dude. He is, again, has the strength, maybe not quite as fast as you want to see, though. Just have not had success with finding these really athletic offensive linemen in this class. Very much so a power guy. I just don't know if the combination, if his skills are well balanced enough, combined with the fact that he's not an elite athlete, if I'm really going to target him highly in the upcoming draft. Center, there's only a potential UDFA that I like here, 6'4", 309. Again, not a great athlete, but we're talking about a UDFA here with some pretty decent looking ratings. Easily worth at least, maybe a 5th, 6th round pick to at the very least be a depth offensive lineman, even if he ends up being normal dev. Just looks like a solid UDFA player. Don't like any right guards. And now we get to right tackle, starting with Ray Fusco, who's a massive 6'7", 335 pounds out of USC. Stop me if you've heard this before. Has some strength, but maybe not quite the speed that you want to see. The injury and D-stamina is rough, but the ratings look pretty good where, he's a power guy, but the finesse is a C. So he looks to be more well-rounded. Out of all the guys that we previewed thus far, he is my favorite. But ladies and gentlemen, we finally found an offensive lineman that's athletic here with Elliott Banks. 21 years old, 6'6", 310. Oh, I love to see it. An athletic offensive lineman. We have found it for the first time. Took us 3 drafts. Whoops, I accidentally pressed B. Let's get back into him. But skills-wise, A, awareness, impact, and lead block. Love to see that. Only C run block. Only C run block power. Pass block power is going to be a lot worse, but the finesse looks like it has high potential. So the ratings aren't exactly there, but ratings can be improved. Athleticism can't. So he is my favorite offensive lineman in the upcoming draft. Elliott Banks, like him a lot. And then another guy we can maybe take a late round swing on here, and Andrew Ruiz. Average athleticism, skills aren't in a bad spot. So that's about all I can say for the player. But, you know, in terms of a guy you can maybe send, you know, a 5th, 6th, maybe even 7th round flyer on, I'll take that skill set. So in terms of linemen, I'm excited about. There's no like top tier prospect where the skills and the athleticism are both there, but Elliott Banks, by far the most athletic offensive lineman I've scouted thus far in this series. Somebody that, you know, somebody that was on par with the athleticism we are seeing in my San Antonio Express offensive line. Got to be the favorite to be a Brooklyn Bowl come draft time. Again, as we're going through this, I just want to shout out the fact that in the video description, there is a link to a Google Doc that has our big board on it. And you have the opportunity to, you know, download it if you want. You can sort through players. Right now, it's only the offensive line, or who knows, by the time I actually release this episode, I might have scouted another position group. Might be more players on it, but you have any takes on the draft class, you watch a game and you're like, wow, we really need safety. What does this class look like? You can go look at any of the safeties on my board once we get to the point where there actually are some on my board. But that's basically it for all the stuff I want to do before getting into this game. We are playing the Eagles at home here at Week 9. This is the game I plan to play in this episode. For that reason, right there, Larry Palmer, quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, was the first quarterback taken in this last draft. Of course, probably the biggest storyline coming out of this last draft was that I chose not to take a quarterback. Wanted to give Eli Palmer another shot with a slightly better team to see if his production could improve. And all 5 quarterbacks that went in the first round, we are playing every single one of them in this year. Crazy how that turned out. And so Larry Palmer is the second stop on this, you know, rookie quarterback carousel. I think defend medium pass. You know what? The Eagles are a really, really good run game. And while I'm sure their offensive line isn't what it was in year 1, you still got to be careful of that run game. Hassan Reddick looking pretty good here. They are not good against the run, so let's try to run the ball on this team. Of course, a few dev traits have been revealed. David Cooper is star. Spencer Cheeks has been revealed as star. No superstar devs, so there's only 2 hidden devs left. It's Cole Byers, and it's I guess we won't be able to see him, but Dennis Allen is still hidden. Those are our last 2 chances to get a dev trait from this rookie class. Even if both of those players are star, we end up with star only. We got a lot of hidden devs, so, you know, getting, how many was it? Like 5 or 6 star dev players, I think is plenty fine. But still have hope, because Dennis Allen and Cole Byers were 2 pretty unique builds. I still have hope that at least one, if not both of them, could end up with superstar dev. So let's get into these upgrades prior to the Eagles game. Of course, rocking some, you know, Eagles gear. Hurts so good. Got the stuff in the background. But today we are not Eagles fans. We got to beat this team. I think with Dennis James here, we got him up to 80 power moves. So he has a 4th pass rush bar. Maybe want to give him just a little bit above 80, because with this team being bad, morale could very easily knock it down 1 or 2. And still want him to maintain that 4th pass rush bar. So we'll maybe go power rush, excuse me, 1 more time, so he has a little bit of a buffer before we start maybe putting a bunch of boosts into his block shedding. John Atkinson here. We'll go slot this time around for him. He gets 2-man coverage to tackle, a few awareness as well. And then these other 2 guys, I honestly don't know who they are. They never play for us, and so I haven't bothered to learn their names. That's all we got prior to playing this game against Philadelphia. So let's get into it. at home. Feels like we've had some good luck with some home games early on in the season. I think we've played one road game all year. Or have we even played a road game? We might have. Oh yeah, we started the year on the road. Ever since, we've been playing at home though. Larry Palmer, Eagles going white jerseys, black pants for this game. Combination I think we like debuted just last season, Devontae Smith's rookie year. I don't think I've ever seen that combination before prior to that year. So probably not my favorite combination, but it doesn't look so bad for my Philadelphia Eagles. Starting this game on the defensive side of the ball. The give is to Miles Sanders. He trucks past a man, and he's juking, and he's running. Goodrich is fast enough to chase him down, but that's a 33-yard rush to open up the game. We had him after a minimal gain. We just could not bring him down. Ingram gets stood up, can't finish the play. And open over the middle is Devontae Smith. He had plenty of room. Larry Palmer finds him, and two explosive plays consecutively to start this game for Philly. Eagles going spread now. They got a superstar running back backing up Miles Sanders here. Great play in the end zone by Goodrich to knock that one out of harm's way. Trying to bring quick pressure to the quarterback on third down. Man coverage across the board. And they're going to a draw play. That does not work. Stark, the running back, superstar Devitt, backup running back. These Eagles are stacked. Before I forget, let's actually preview this team. Larry Palmer at 75 overall, 21 years old. Previewed him after the draft. Really solid looking quarterback for the Eagles. I think they got a pretty good pick there. Greg Stark, second year man, superstar Dev. So it looks like we had a chance to get another high dev player at the running back position last year. But of course, very hard duo to defend in A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. DJ Chark has got some speed there at wide receiver 3. Dallas Goedert, awesome dual threat receiver and blocker. Jordan Mailata, he's a big, powerful tackle. Landon Dickerson, big, powerful guard. Sherrod Kidd, I mean, they replaced Jason Kelsey with a guy who's looking pretty good. I mean, rookie, he's got 72 speed. He's got the strength. This guy looks incredible. Isaac Seumalo, maybe the weakest part of their offensive line. Lane Johnson still kicking it with superstar Dev. Ashawn Robinson, starting edge alongside Josh Sweat. So, I mean, across the board, this is a very talented Eagles team. Hard to find a weakness. Kind of easy to see why they are in the Super Bowl. Of course, a team so talented they couldn't re-sign Jalen Hurts. But, I mean, you got to think Larry Palmer's in a great situation for him to succeed. And the Eagles are the first on the board in this game. 2nd and 7 here. Looking to go play action. We're going to go deep to Lovelock across the middle of the field. He's got the catch past the 40. The Eagles started the game with some explosive plays. Time for maybe a couple of our own. 3rd and 1 now from the 45. Deacon Burgess is open, but Eli Palmer misses the throw. They want us to go for a long field goal to tie this up. We'll trot Miguel Macias out to see what it's looking like here. From 62 yards out, we're going to attempt it. Miguel Macias for a career long. That looks like it was perfectly timed. And he hits it 62 yards out. Big time from the second-year kicker. Game is now tied. 8 yards out on 2nd down. Palmer with the clean pocket. He decides to take off, and he's got room. Nice scramble by the young quarterback. Will gain 12 yards. 22 personnel for Philly here. Bringing a tight end across the formation. to give to Sanders, who is been very tough to bring down in this game. Just 2 carries for 42 yards. Maybe they think about going to him a little bit more. Big package here, but the Eagles will pass out of it. Slant route for A.J. Brown. He is very dangerous when that's the case, and picks up a good chunk of yardage here. 3rd down, another chance for us to stop the Eagles once they get into field goal range here. And once again, they'll go short of the yard to gain. Maybe a little bit conservative from Philly here on 3rd down, forcing them to field goal attempts. I mean, I know they had routes downfield there, but I keep like shoving my player into Grant Calcaterra on these 6-3 Eagles. Bulls start this drive from the 21, and they'll start it through the air. And Palmer's looking deep. He's going for Burgess downfield, and Burgess has the ball. Great catch. Beautiful throw. Give your stud receiver a chance. He's got a short corner and Avonte Maddox on him. That should be a mismatch every time. That's the corner that they're putting on our receiver. I mean, if Maddox is his matchup all day long, Burgess could be in store for a big, big game. 2nd and 7, 10 yards out. Lovelock in the corner of the end zone, makes the catch. We finish off the drive. First team in the end zone this game. And set up, of course, by a beautiful play to Deacon Burgess. Eli Palmer, of course, had a bad 3rd down throw, but otherwise has been sharp to start this game. Touchback will start Philly at the 25. And the give to Sanders, stopped in his tracks by Cole Byers. Going to come up and press our corners here on 3rd and shorts. Pull back into the game for Philly. Sanders juking past people, will get the 1st down yardage. Again, Sanders has been good. I think they need to go to him more often. Press, man. On 3rd down, Stark gets the ball again on 3rd down. This time it works out for them. Don't love the call again on 3rd down. Feel like their 3rd down play calling has been weak, but this time it does work out for them. Give to Sanders. They are starting to take my advice, and it is working out. Despite the additions in the draft last year, run defense is, I still think, one of the weaker parts on this team. I'm so used to playing defensive line that I'm still like very inconsistent in terms of like pursuit angles. Greg Starks there, not able to get very much. Go Banks there on the stop. 3rd and 6. Big package. All the tight ends there on Jordan Mailata's field. Jordan Mailata is so big. He is a massive dude. Larry Palmer gonna scramble, but he's gonna slide right in front of him. I think that was Clayton Godfrey. And that will force yet another field goal attempt for the Eagles. This feels a lot like, what was that, the Chargers game, episode 2 this year? Oh, we might get the block! No, I missed it! Eagles. How close was that? Oh, yes. Could have had that one, could have had that one. Howard has a seam! And almost breaks this one. He gets tackled at the 36. I thought he was going to house that with his 97 speed for a second. 2nd and 10. Double A gap blitz look. My favorite look to run on in this game. And Rashad Grimes gets the 1st down. You see double A gap, you run the ball. Been pretty balanced for us. 5 rushes, 5 passes to this point in the game. Palmer getting pressured. Trying to layer it to Deacon Burgess. He's got him. Burgess spins past the man and is tackled down at the 30-yard line. Nice play by Palmer to extend. Having another one of these really good games that we've seen now a couple times this year. Give to Grimes. Oh my goodness, Jordan Davis just absolutely stunned Taylor Ramirez. Loss of 3. Shoved him aside like he was nothing. I mean, that is a massive size difference between these two players. We are now in a 3rd and long situation here. Burgess comes out in front of Maddox. We gave him a shot. With the, one of my favorite matchups in this game is Burgess versus Maddox. We went there, but Maddox had good coverage that time around, and we're forced to the field goal attempt. Matthias is up, and Matthias is good. 2 for 2 on 50-plus yard field goal attempts this game. He's a good kicker. 22 personnel for the Eagles. They'll hand it outside to Miles Sanders, but a great play. I think Cole Byers has 99 injury, and that's the 2nd time he's been injured this year, man. 3rd and 5. The give to Starks. They are running a lot on 3rd downs. Didn't work for them early, but it's working a little bit more now. Both of their running backs having solid games. 2nd and 2. Larry Palmer trying to evade, but Goldson saves home. Does not let him get outside. And he'll come up with a sack. Press man look for the Bulls on 3rd and 8. Can be a very dangerous game to play against the Eagles, but Goodrich with excellent coverage on A.J. Brown will force an Eagles punt. Quick 3rd down here for Brooklyn. And it looks like Lovelock might have a chance to pick it up. After the catch, he'll be close. They'll call him short. 4th and inches at our own 30. What do you do? I think we put confidence in our defense. They're playing a good game. I think we punt it back. Let's not put them in harm's way. They played a good game thus far. 2nd and 2. Quick out to Dallas Goedert will pick up the first. Rest of the downs from the 48-yard line for Philly here. Plenty of time, and that's picked up by John Atkinson. Can't evade Devontae Smith on the return, but that was some blanket coverage by the defensive backfield. Beautifully done. Larry Palmer had to just force it into coverage, and Atkinson makes the play. Quick 3rd down here. Now a minute 20 left in this first half. That is legitimately... That is legitimately the worst throw I've ever seen. The worst throw I've ever seen. Was he under pressure? Well, that's as clean as pocket as you can get. Okay, I throw this to Lovelock, right? He's breaking in. He's got room. Look at all this space right here. You loft that right here. It's a 1st down. It goes to Gardner Johnson, who's double teaming Russell Lovelock. That's a legitimate 15-yard difference. And like probably 5 yards this way. Worst interception I have ever seen. Defense has stepped it up in a major way and forced a quick 3rd and 10. Larry Palmer has a man. That's Dallas Goedert past the sticks. Beats her on foot in man coverage and will keep this Philly drive alive. Under a minute left in the half. That's a throw to Miles Sanders. I don't know how. I just ran right underneath it. But what I do know is the Eagles have the ball at the 8 for 1st down and goal. 3rd and goal, 12 seconds, 2 timeouts. If we can tackle short of the end zone, we might keep Philly from scoring here. Eagles got to be thinking their first touchdown of the game here. Good coverage. Roll out. Palmer's going to take the sack, and the Eagles won't get any points. Rakeem McKinney keeps the Eagles off the board to end half number 1, and we'll take the 13-9 lead to the locker room. Not abandoning the run this early. We're going to stick with Lovelock, but Jordan Davis once again obliterates our interior offensive line. Sets us up for a 3rd and long. 3rd and 11. Taking a shot to Burgess on the sideline. He gets open and makes the catch. David Cooper down with injury. I am so sick of our 95-plus injury guys getting injured every week. Like, there are options on our team of guys with like 80 injury. Why are they Clean bill of health, week in, week out. Oh my gosh, Jordan Davis. He is single-handedly wrecking our run game. As an Eagles fan, you love to see this. This is the kind of Jordan Davis we want in year 2, but facing this team right now, it is not fun. 3rd and 4. Kind of want to run against this double A gap blitz, even though the run is not working at all for us. It works this time. Lovelock will read the key from Deacon Burgess and get to the outside and get to the 15-yard line. 90% of his yards on the day are all right there. I think he had like 1 yard prior to that run. Promising Bulls drive here to start the second half. Gonna try to hit Bowman. Picked off. It was out of the reach of Bowman. I think if we hit him right, he gets bumped. I still don't know if the bump slows him down enough. Like, that's a solid. I just think that's another inaccurate throw by Palmer that results in an interception. 2nd and 10. And they are going to run with Sanders. I ran command. We're going to give him a 98-yard touchdown on a run commit. I ran commit up middle. I guessed the play correctly. And it's a 98-yard touchdown for Miles Sanders. Oh my God. If I was to play in the Eagles, I'd be more upset. The fact that I play the Eagles, I'm like, all right, you know. I'm going to try to run the ball with Rashad Grimes. Dude. Jordan Davis is so good. I honestly don't even think it's Jordan Davis's ratings. I think it's like his athleticism with his superstar ability of inside stuff. Nice catch there by Deacon Burgess. I honestly think the combination of his inside stuff ability with his athleticism just makes him like the best player ever. We are under pressure. Grimes is going to get open, but the Eagles brought the blitz against the play action. Works out. We have to punt it to him. 3rd down, 4 yards out. Man look by the defense. And that is broken up by Goodrich. And that will force a punt right back to us. So we'll have an opportunity to keep this game close. Fresh set of downs. We are going to start with a give to Grimes. Breaks off the Jordan Davis block and gains 9.5. 2nd and inches. We might need to take a shot downfield here. Don't like the look initially. Gonna try to fit it late to Burgess. That's a beautiful throw by Palmer. He's been very up and down. He's made some really nice plays, but also made some really bad ones. 2nd and 10. We get hit as we throw, and it's picked up by Joshua. What is going on? I mean, Hassan Reddick's been that dude. I feel like our Madden 24 expansion draft only teams got to be like NFC East, because if this was any other team, I'd be like so frustrated. But I'm just enjoying watching some of my favorite players eat. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles have taken full momentum in this game. We are in danger of really losing the crowd here. Got to get something going. That's a nice game of 7 to start. Don't know if I love that decision. We're going to go for it. And, oh my gosh, Jordan Davis. Dude, I'm getting stuck behind my own offensive lineman. Don't show Nakobe Dean. This is my own. The talent of this Philly roster is starting to take over this game. Palmer, I feel like, has not done anything in this game to impress me or make me think. A little bit of a hold action there. Palmer has not done anything in this game to make me feel like, oh, we missed out on this incredible player. Yeah, I'm accepting it. But the rest of this Philly team is certainly hard to beat. Palmer brought a little bit of interior pressure there, but, you know, all 170 pounds of Devontae Smith there breaking off the tackle. And Kurt Banks gets to the quarterback, forces the missed throw, but Goodrich goes for the swats. You gotta pick him, my guy. Increase those Rookie of the Year odds. Get another pick. 2nd and 6. Gonna go on the out route. That was some crazy coverage by Maddox. It's a matchup I've liked all game. Maddox won that one. That one was not on Eli Palmer. That interception's on me. The first two, I think Eli Palmer did not throw the ball accurately. This one was all on me. I just predetermined. That's been a play that's worked for us all year. That time, Maddox jumped the routes. Pick 6. Oh, and things are looking increasingly in Philly's favor here. Ready. Man, the script today been crazy, you know what I'm saying? Holy crap, dude, we can't do anything. Can't even return a kick at this point, man. Gain of 9. If Philly scores here, which I imagine they will, we might have to call a mercy rule killing. What a spin move. What a spin move. (37-13). As much as I enjoy the Eagles players playing well, you know what? No, we're gonna try to build some momentum going into the next game. Let's look for Philly here. They've got help with the safety, but oh my gosh, that's a terrible throw. Catch the ball. 2nd and 10. I had a chance at a big play, couldn't get it. Tried to layer that into Bowman. Beautiful, beautiful throw. Right in the hole in the defense where it needed to be for Palmer. Eagles continue to show press coverage here. I'm going to try to streak Burgess again. We just don't have the blocking. 2nd and 10. We should have had Burgess for some big plays this drive. Haven't been able to do it. Eli Palmer will get out of bounds after a gain of 7. Need a conversion. Oh, man. Gonna just loft it towards... Yeah, this game has gone egregiously in Philly's favor. Palmer's 4th pick. This game is over. We're calling a mercy rule killing. I mean, nothing we try is working. I mean, I'm getting Deacon Burgess wide open down the sideline, and we're getting instant block sheds by the Philadelphia defense so that we can't even hit those plays. I mean, at this point, the momentum's taken over. Philly's taken over. We're going to call it game. You know, having fun watching your favorite team dominate can only go so far. 5 picks. Oh yeah, it was 5 picks. Oh my gosh. Ridiculous, ridiculous game. 2 of them were on me though. The second one I'm not mad at though. You're just trying to make a play, right? It gets tipped. And so when it gets tipped and Deacon Burgess has like a clean catch, doesn't make it. It gets tipped and some defender has to, I don't know. Tip logic needs to improve. Running the ball, single most dominant performance I've seen from a defensive tackle in this game was Jordan Davis today. Why was Jordan Mills playing? Because the game messed with my depth chart. Thanks, game. It's not that hard to not mess with a player's depth chart that they set. I don't know why Madden does it. Like, I've said this before and I'll say it again because this is such an easy process that I don't know how EA is not too stupid to do it. But a player sets a depth chart. And instead of when somebody's injured, having to reorder the depth chart so that the guy number 1 is playing, have the guy that's number 2 on the depth chart play. Why is that so difficult? Don't put the guy who's injured, don't take him out of number 1 and put him at the bottom because he's injured. Keep him at number 1 and play number 2. Whoa, big brain. And then the Madden doesn't have to rearrange the depth charts with... So our backup left tackle's injured. That's why Mills was in. They injured both of our left tackles in this game. That's so glorious. Oh my goodness, this game, man. Not a good game for us in Philly here. Now we're going against our division rival Bengals. Without T. Higgins and without Tyler Boyd for the first time. Can we get a win in simulation against them? That game against Philly was fun for about 3 quarters, even when they started taking the lead and a couple of like crazy plays were going on. But it was like even against my favorite team, it was starting to get on my nerves there for a while. Like the Madden bullshit just kept getting increasingly egregious. So I don't know. Rather have it on. Is Cole Byers injured long term? Why can't we put Cole Byers here? He was injured long term? Oh, he's already on. I'm dumb. Who else needs to be here then? Let's take a look. I don't want it to be Spencer Cheeks. I just don't know if I view him. I view him as like a couple-year rental, honestly. I've talked about it before. His really low injury and stamina, his really low impact and lead block. Those are things that you just don't get upgrades on, at least not nearly as much. You do get impact and lead block, but not nearly as consistently as you get the other blocking ratings. And he gets injured here as I talk about his low injury rating. But so I think we can capitalize. I think what we drafted him in the 5th round. Did we get him in? I want to do a power rusher for Cole Byers because he was right at 70, but his morale was taking him below 70, so that he still only had 2 pass rush bars. Same kind of deal I was talking about with Dennis. Is his name Dennis Allen? What's that guy's name? James? Our hidden dev outside linebacker. Same kind of deal with him. Let's do run block. Nice. Gets him up to 76 base. They're close enough that I feel like we can go slot here with Godfrey. But gets an ability slot, which is nice. I mean, we're not going to be able to change it yet. Inside shade. That's actually clutch for a corner. That is slot corner, I mean. For a corner, of course he's a corner. For slot corner, because he's going to be inside the numbers lot because he's in the slot. That's a clutch. I didn't even have to edit it that too. That's what Madden gave him naturally. That's a beastly upgrade there. We want to have any chance at maybe being competitive late in the season. I feel like this is kind of a must-win game if you're being honest. So let's see how we do against the Bengals here. Tough team to beat. We are at home though, so that could give us an advantage. Bengals score very quickly, and they score again. We get a couple field goals. Bengals add a field goal of their own, and this is not a remotely competitive game. The wheels are falling off the wagon for this season of Brooklyn Bull football. Is this the worst 2 games in terms of point differential that we've had in this season? Eli Palmer this episode had 1 touchdown, 7 interceptions. Again, some of my faults. I put 1 down to Madden Cheese, the Josh Sweat one. 2 that were my fault. 1 that was just me being a bad player, and the second that was just me trying to make something happen when the game was over. But I'd put 2 his fault last game, and then, I mean, this is simulation. Well, Grimes got injured. Oh my goodness. This could be, I mean, Nathan Holloman's leading us in receiving. That should tell you how our season's going. I didn't even check defensive stats. That's my bad. Probably weren't very good, though. We got smoked. Oh, boy. I think, like, maybe there was a worse episode that I can't think of right now from last year, I mean. But we got smoked. Smoked. Like, not even remotely competitive in this episode in either game. It was a tough scene in Brooklyn. Just goes to show you that we are not nearly there yet. I think this might be Grimes too. It is. The wheels are falling off the wagon here. We'll get Cooper and Cheeks back. It's Lovelock RB1 season. Actually, no. Our backup power back is, can't remember his name, but it's the guy who got the most carries. So I don't think Lovelock has like the amount of carrying or anything that can be a good RB1. So I have had a backup power back in case this happens. So it's not really going to be. But we'll be able to see. Let's see what his name is. RB1 season 4, Wilcox. That's right. Tony Wilcox. I called him Terrence Wilcox. Not a bad player in his own right. A little bit faster even. So we'll get a little bit of an athleticism boost over Grimes. Obviously not quite the player. But can we get our offensive line back to where it needs to be, please? Thank you. That probably messed with something on defense that I didn't want, though. I don't think so. This is what we want to be. Yeah, okay, we're good. So, yeah, this is where we're at. Next episode will be the first episode we have to play without Grimes. It was kind of coming. I think he has really low injury. I think his injury is playing up to 85. You knew it was going to happen at some point. Next episode, we got the bye and the Texans. That one will be coming out soon. And I will see you then.